Hey, what's up everybody? Welcome to Gaming on Board. Tonight we went digging in the Barnes & Noble clearance section, and I followed the white rabbit down the hole, drank this little potion, shrunk myself down, and found this buried deep in the clearance section. This is Alice in Wonderland, a curious collection of puzzles. It's obviously a puzzle game for 1 to 4 players, so let's go down the table and see what you get in the box. Alright, so here we have it. Alice in Wonderland. Curious collection of puzzles. I've had my eye on this thing for a while and just waited until it got down to a price that I felt was appropriate. The original price is $12.95. I actually got it for 75% off, so I only paid $3 for this. So I'm willing to take a chance for $3. 1 to 6 players. My mistake, I said 1 to 4. Approximately 30 minutes. First to get 40 points wins. So let's see what is in here. Always liked Alice in Wonderland and all the kind of, I wouldn't say subculture, but you know, the artwork that comes along with it. Ooh, that's cool. Inside the box there's some gears and stuff. Alright, so first you have this Rules and Solutions. This is a Cheshire Cat. I'm sure it's one of the all-time favorite characters. So if you can't figure anything out, it's got all the solutions in here. Solo play, so there are special rules for solo play. Tweedledum and Tweedledee. That's cool, so it's going to be, I'm sure it's going to be richly thematic with the movie and books and everything. There's plenty of scoreboards for the different players. And obviously the first to 40 is going to win, so it comes with plenty of those. And then on the box they call this an egg timer. Sorry guys, I call this a sand timer. So real quick, Sterling Innovation of New York released this. Alright, this is just a huge insert. So the box didn't have to be nearly this large. And then we've got, well, you can't even see because of this. Easy puzzles, curious puzzles, harder puzzles, optical puzzles, and drink me, and eat me. Which makes sense if you've ever seen or read any of the Alice in Wonderland stuff. So here's some of the easy puzzles. Are you twins? Asked Alice. Now how? Said Dee. But we do share the same parents, said Dum. And we were born on the same day of the same year. But we currently are not twins. Or certainly are not twins. How can this be? So, So this is a riddle. Are you twins? Asked Alice. Now how? Said Dee. No how. But we do share the same parents. And we were born on the same day of the same year. But we certainly are not twins. The same day of the same year. And we do share the same parents. I mean, I don't understand. They're just brothers, right? Well, let's look it up. Solution is on page 9. They're just brothers, right? The archer hung his hat. They might be part of a set of triplets, quads, quins, or more. Okay. That's kind of iffy. I mean, yeah. They could be members of more. Anyway, I once knew an archer, recalled the White Knight, who put on a blindfold and knotted it tight. He had hung up his hat, and though blind as a bat, when he let loose his arrow, it went straight through the hat. He must have been a good archer, said Alice. No, not at all, replied the knight. He was the worst archer in the kingdom. A lucky shot, then? No, not at all, the knight replied. He could perform the feat 1,000 times. I put on a blindfold and knotted it tight. He had hung up his hat, and though blind as a bat, he let loose his arrow. It went straight through the hat. Hung up his hat. It went straight through the hat. Okay. So, he was standing directly in front of the hat. That's the only thing I can think. The archer hung his hat on the arrow before firing it. I mean, okay, I don't know about these. Because, you know, I could have said he stood, you know, he put the arrow through the hat. Or he stood right in front of the hat and shot it straight through it. But anyways, so those are pretty tough. Like, those are called easy. So, okay, here's the next level, curious. The White Rabbit's pocket watch was in for repairs. He had an accurate clock at home, but he'd often forget to wind it, and it didn't always show the correct time. He did, however, remember to wind it up before heading to the Hatter's house. Is your clock correct? He asked the Hatter on arrival. Yes, perfectly, was the reply. After an enjoyable evening of tea and riddles, the rabbit came home and was able to set his own clock correctly. How could he do this without knowing the length of his journey beforehand? After an enjoyable evening of tea and riddles, the rabbit came home and was able to set his own clock correctly. Well, he wound it before he went to the Hatter's house, so that's how he knew how long. Or he checked his watch when he told him, and then he checked his watch when he got home. Anyway, that's my answer. He checked it because he wound it before he went. When the rabbit left his burrow, he wrote down the time it showed, even though he knew it was wrong. When he got to the Hatter's, he noticed the time when he arrived at the time when he left, so he knew how long he had stayed. Got back home. He knew from his own clock how long he'd been away, subtracted the time. Yeah, so basically what I said. He just looked at the time, and then looked at the time when he got home. So there you go. That's everything you get in this box. So there's, and then at the back end, only one of the small pictures is a true mirror image of the top. So the rest of them are like optical puzzles. You're trying to find the differences or things like that. And then these drink me and eat me cards, I don't know if they're checklists or not. But if you see this hanging out in the Barnes & Noble clearance shelf, at least now you know what you're going to get, you know what to expect. So that's everything that comes in Alice in Wonderland, a curious collection of puzzles, and I showed you 2 or 3 examples. So hopefully that gives you a good idea if this is something that you would enjoy, or maybe your group or your family. I could see sitting down with certain people and trying to figure these riddles out. But anyways, hope you enjoyed this video. Please leave any comments down below. Tell me what your favorite puzzly type game that has a lot of riddles and optical puzzles like that. Let me know what's your favorite. Also, please be sure to hit that like and subscribe button. Also, check us out on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter. We do post there daily. And as always, thank you for watching, and play all the games.